What's going on, guys? It's Anna. It is 6:11 p.m. on this lovely Saturday evening. It is August 24th, which means it's VEDA episode 24. Well, 24. Anyway, so got a few things going on. I went to, let me phrase this. So I had a race this morning, a 5K. Nothing serious. I've done 5Ks almost every day. It's only 3.1 miles. So I signed up for this 5K with my stepmom and my father on July 21st. It wasn't until today, August 24th. So a month and 3 days after we signed up. And I get up this morning. I had planned on doing 6 miles around the neighborhood and then going to this race, like for a warm-up. Anyway, well, I didn't wake up to do the 6 miles. I woke up, ate a bar, got ready for the race, went downstairs, and waited for my parental unit to get up to go on the race with me. This race. Anyway, so I didn't know this race was in North Arlington, or I think it's North Arlington, which is about 35-45 minutes away from me. And it started at 8. Alright, well, it was 7:40 when my parental unit finally decided to tell me they weren't going to go. I was so pissed off. I was furious. I was angry. I was so angry I went upstairs, got my jump rope, went outside on my upstairs patio, and did 500 jump ropes, and then 50 sit-ups. All in which of being in extreme agonizing pain. So, after this got canceled, let me just throw that away. After that got canceled, my stepmom was very concerned again for my abdominal pain, so she told me that I possibly have a hernia, go to the doctor when we get home. And then my dad, being the dick he is sometimes, was complaining that I should just go, I shouldn't have to wait for people. And I didn't even bring up the whole doctor thing, and I got bitched at for it, so I was like, okay, well, F you. Anyway, so I went to the doctor. I sat in the waiting room for like 40 minutes. I watched Shrek, and then they called me back, and the lady was like, okay, you want to get on the scale? How tall are you? I was like, I'm 5'5", 149, alright? I weigh in every Wednesday. I've been on a diet. You don't have to do this for me. I know where I weigh. Aha! I'm in the 140s. 140s. Anyway, so they pulled me back in the room. The nurse asked me all these questions, and then she's like, oh, okay. And Anna's about to get real personal with y'all. So the doctor comes in, he's like, so what are you having issues? I was like, well, I have abdominal pain right over here on my left side. And yesterday, I had an uncontrollable bowel movement. I pooped my pants yesterday. Alright, personal. Watch out. Spoiler alert. Oh, I should have said that before. Anyway, so if you've been following me for a long time, when I used to be Anna from Medifast, if you've been following me during that age, or any time, if you've seen most of my videos, you know I share everything with you. I don't hold back. I just, and then you guys either like it or you're creeped out and you unfollow me, which has happened, and I'll get messages saying you're creepy, I'm unfollowing you. But anyway, so Anna's gonna just, so like I was saying, if you've been following me, you know I have bowel problems. I can't go to the bathroom unless I take magnesium citrate. I've always been like this. I've been constipated since I was a baby. I just can't poop. So yesterday, I'm sitting in my chair, getting ready for my classes and stuff, and just out of nowhere. And it wasn't like, people were like, well, was it diarrhea? It wasn't diarrhea. It was in the middle of being like a hard, solid poo to that squishy liquid poo. It was in the middle. It was, anyway, so Anna shat her pants yesterday, and it kind of freaked me out because I didn't even know it was happening. I didn't feel it at all. I had no control, and that's a sign of a hernia, is when you can't control your bowel movement. So anyway, so I told him that, and he's like, well, that's interesting. And then he asked me about my pap smear, and then this dude went on for like 10 minutes asking me about my sexual activity, and he's like, are you sure you're not sexually active? When did you say the last time you were sexually active? 6 months? A year? Do you have any sexual partners right now? So I was like, no, dude. The problem isn't with my vajayjay. It's with my side, man. Fix it. And so after that, he's like, I believe you. Some people, they have weird things about sex. I was like, I don't care, man. I'm in pain. Help me. Fix it. And you know when a pain is getting to a point where I can feel it, because I don't feel pain, but I can feel it like a tingling sensation. And when it gets to that point, I know I've been told that when that happens, I'm on a scale, on a human pain scale level, between a 6 and a 10 on a scale, which means it's painful and something's not right. So he's like, all right, well, we're going to get a full blood test and we're going to make you pee in a cup. And I was like, excellent, let's do this. So he left, and 3 minutes later, the nurse came in and I'm peeing in a cup. And then they took my blood, and then the doctor came back in, because it only took like 5 minutes for them to get my results back, because they could do that at their little center just to test it. And so he came back and he said, well, your blood work's normal. Normal to my degree of normal. And then he said, well, in your pee, you have a lot of high protein. I was like, oh, no shit. I'm on Medifast. It's a high protein diet. And he knows I'm on Medifast, because I told him. I was like, I lost 98 pounds in a year. My womanhood stopped for 6 months. I got it back 2 weeks ago. This is when the pain started happening, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so he was like, you might have a kidney infection. I was like, alright, what do I do for that? And he was like, I'm going to give you some drugs. I was like, cool, let's do this. He's like, alright, and I want you to come back in tomorrow just in case, something happens, and we could do an x-ray of your stomach if you need to. I was like, let's save that to the end, because I've had that happen before. I've had my x-ray, I've had my stomach x-rayed multiple times, I've had my uterus, what is it, monogram, sonogram, I don't know what it's called, just that little thing that you do when you want to see babies. Except Anna wasn't having babies, Anna was having poop problems, again. And then I've had my former booby chest, and that going on for breast cancer. Anyway, so then I went to Walmart after I left the doctor. I'd been at the doctor for almost 3 hours. People came in after me and they were seen before me. I was getting pretty pissed. I was like, what's going on here? I am on a scale of 6, and these people are coming in here just for school physicals. I should be seen before them. I am in pain. And the lady's like, we can't really help you if we have to send you to the ER. I was like, I don't care. I don't care if you guys send me to the ER. Let's go to the ER. Let's go see Dr. Blue, alright? Let's go see that man again. He was fun. Anyway, so I went to Walmart and I handed the guy my prescription sheet. I'm getting 2 pills. And the guy looks at me, and he looks at the sheet, and he looks at me again, he looks at the sheet, and then he walks away. He comes back. English is not his first language. English is not his first 3 languages. Let me rephrase that. He looks at me again, he says something, and I smile. Yeah. And he's like, we don't have this. I was like, what do you mean you don't have this? You're Walmart. I worked for you. He's like, we don't have this drug. We have generic. I was like, I don't care, dude. Just give me something that's close enough to that. And he's like, alright. So they gave me the pills. I had to wait an hour to go pick them up. They were ready at 1. My dad called me to yell at me, tell me my pills were ready, because apparently he got a text message for them. Don't know why. And I thought, well, hell, I'll meet Dave at 2:30 at Medifast, and I'll pick them up after Medifast. So I went home, I sat around, I ate food, Medifast food. My tummy hurts right now. It's tingling. I'm in severe pain. Thank God I can't feel it. That'd be awful. Can't wait to give childbirth if I can give baby birth. That'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't need an epidural or anything. I can't feel it. Just be like, push, Anna, push. I'm like, I can't feel the baby. What's going on? Anyway, so I went to Medifast, and Dave, I guess you can call him a roommate. He lives in the Anderson suite. That's his room. We call it the Anderson suite because he used to stay here overnight a lot when he wasn't getting a divorce. Anyway, he's been staying with us for like 4 months because he's getting divorced and he has court stuff going on. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so he's staying with us and he's big. He weighs 276. I found that out today. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna join Medifast. Oh, like hell yeah, tote bag. Finally get my tote bag. So he said we were gonna meet at 2:30. So Dave's running a little late. His map sent him into the wrong direction. And hold on. Can I call you back? I'm in the middle of a video. Alright, hold on. Anyway, so Dave got there at 3. They closed at 3. They stayed open for Dave. So Dave got there and he filled out all their paperwork and stuff, and then they put him on a plan, and I got my free tote bag. I finally got it. I'm excited. And then Kay gave me the free Medifast mug because she wanted to get rid of me. And it worked. And look, I got stuff inside it. Haha. So, I got a free mug and a free tote bag. And Dave is gonna get healthy. Ha 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 ha. So after that lasted about an hour and a half. No, that was longer than an hour and a half. I'll say an hour and a half. I wasn't paying any attention. So I ate food there. I used their sample food. Anyway, so then me and Dave left after we got our stuff, and he signed up for his plan, and now he left to go to a party for his last meals before he starts Medifast. And I went to Walmart to pick up my drugs, and then I got some steak, and I told Kay I was going to have steak, and she's like, okay, fine. And then it was about 5 o'clock when I got home, and I'm supposed to take those pills twice daily. One of them's twice daily, like 10 to 12 hours apart, and it's 5 o'clock, so I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. It's kind of late. And the other one is supposed to help with my spasms, abdominal spasms. I didn't know existed, but do. And then my mom was freaking out because she didn't know I was at the doctor's office, and I was at the doctor's office. And then she was freaking out because I said I wanted to be an egg donor, and she's like, see, people your age just don't think like that. What's happening? And I was like, thought about it, earlier. Anyway, so the whole point of this was, the doctor told me, Anna, you're going to gain some weight. And I said, well, that's not good. He's like, it'll come off. I was like, yeah, how long? That's what I was thinking. I was like, how much am I gaining? He's like, you could gain, 10 to 15 pounds. 10 to 15 pounds? What's wrong with you, man? I just got into the 40s. I think I scared him because I actually said that. I shouted at him. He's like, relax. You're also not going to be exercising for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I'm going to gain weight. No! So, yeah. So, that's how Anna's, he said 10 to 15 pounds and no exercise for 2 weeks. I'm going to be exercising by the end of next week. It's going to be evident to be exercising when I go to St. Louis. I'm not going to be exercising. I'm going to be exercising. So, yeah. That's what's happening. And I feel really fat. And my tummy's bloated, and my tummy's just being weird. And he said he didn't know if it was a kidney infection all the way, but they're going to save my pee and do some tests to see if something grows. I'm like, if something grows out of my pee, we have bigger issues. But yeah, so, bam. That's what happened today. And I'm going to go now. Alright? Alright. Bye, YouTube. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Anyway, alright. Bye, guys. Bye.